Students, in the previous video lecture, we have learned about types of equilibrium. So equilibrium can be of three different types: stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium, and neutral equilibrium. And there are different conditions, as I have explained in the previous video. We have different conditions for stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium, and as well as neutral equilibrium. So just we will have a glance regarding that equilibrium conditions, which I have explained in the previous video. So whenever there is potential energy versus position graph, potential energy versus position graph, in that graph, you can identify the positions of equilibrium. You can identify positions of stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium, and as well as neutral equilibrium also. Now, you are able to tell that the body is in equilibrium if and only if du by dx is equal to 0. Du by dx is equal to 0, u is equal to constant. It means that total potential energy is constant, that is no external force acts upon the object. Therefore, du by dx is equal to 0, u becomes constant. So in the graph, just like how we have learned, points P, Q, R and S are the states of equilibrium positions. And as I told you, there are three different types of equilibrium. They are stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium, and neutral equilibrium. So stable equilibrium is that where if the object is displaced slightly from a position and a force acting on it brings it back to the initial position, it is said to be stable equilibrium position. Like for example, you are taking a ball, and this is surface, ground. Now if you are placing this ball here, like if you are displacing it from its mean position, this is mean position. If you are displacing this ball to this position, and if you leave, what would happen? Definitely it tend to come back to its own position. If you are displaced here, then also it tend to come back to the equilibrium position. Such type of situation is said to be stable equilibrium, where if you are taking an object, you are displacing it in any of the direction, again it tend to come back to its own position by some application of restoring force. Such situation is said to be stable equilibrium. The condition for stable equilibrium is d square u by dx square should be positive. If d square u by dx square is positive, then we say that body is in stable equilibrium. And the next condition is unstable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium in the sense, if the body is displaced from its mean position, or if the body is displaced from its position, it again does not regain the same position. It does not come back to its own position. Such type of equilibrium is called unstable equilibrium. Condition for unstable equilibrium is d square u by dx square is negative. D square u by dx square is negative. Like for example, this is a hill and you have an object here. This is a ball. If you are just disturbing this object by some applied force, this body would fall down either in any of the direction. This ball would fall down either left side or right side. It again does not regain its own position. So this position is said to be unstable equilibrium, and this bottom position is said to be stable equilibrium. So these are the two different types of equilibrium, stable and unstable equilibriums. Condition for unstable equilibrium is d square u by dx square is negative. And the last one is neutral equilibrium. Neutral equilibrium in the sense, you have a ground, plane surface, and you have a ball, and you are applying force upon this ball. As a result, this ball would continue to move on this ground. This is displacement, yes, and this is applied force. Body is disturbed, but there is no change in the potential energy. Potential energy is not variable because it is just moving on the ground. Such type of equilibrium is called neutral equilibrium, where the body does not get, even though it is disturbed, there is no change in the potential energy of the object, even because of the applied force. Such situation is said to be as neutral equilibrium. Condition for neutral equilibrium is d square u by dx square is equal to 0. Right? So these are the conditions you need to keep it in your mind when you are dealing with equilibrium conditions. So it is just you need to remember du by dx is equal to 0. This is the condition for equilibrium. This is the condition for equilibrium. If du by dx is equal to 0, we can tell that system is in equilibrium position. D square u by dx square is equal to positive. That means it is greater than 0. Then it is said to be stable equilibrium. D square u by dx square is equal to negative or less than 0. Then it is said to be unstable equilibrium. D square u by dx square is equal to 0, then it is neutral equilibrium. These are the 4 conditions you need to remember when we are plotting graph for potential energy versus displacement. Students, let us solve one problem based on equilibrium conditions which we have learnt earlier. In this problem, the potential energy between two atoms in a molecule is given by this function. Potential energy is being given, which is variable with respect to position. It is A divided by x power 12 minus B divided by x power 6, where A and B are positive constants. X is the distance between the atoms. X is distance. A and B are constant, so the system is in stable equilibrium when these are the options given. When A condition x is equal to 0 or x is equal to a by 2b, x is equal to a by b. So these conditions you need to verify when is the body in stable equilibrium. Okay. Now in order to answer this question, we already have learned that for stable equilibrium, we have condition d square u by dx square is equal to positive or it should be greater than 0. This is the condition for stable equilibrium which we have learnt. Now I want to verify this condition d square u by dx square, whether it is positive or not. You need to verify this. For that we have potential energy function. First we will differentiate it with respect to x. Now du divided by dx is equal to d by dx of function is a by x power 12 minus of d by dx of b divided by x power 6. So just differentiating each term. A is constant, I can bring it out, and this is x power d by dx of x power minus 12 minus b is constant and d by dx of x power minus 6. I can differentiate this as a into, this is x power minus n. X power minus n is x power minus n into x power n minus 1. It is minus 12 into x power minus 12 minus 1 minus b into minus 6 into x power minus 6 minus 1. This is minus 12a x power minus 13 plus 6b x power minus 7, and that is du by dx. As it is given for equilibrium, du by dx is equal to 0. So therefore you can take this as equal to 0. This is minus 12a x power minus 13 plus 6b x power minus 7 is equal to 0. This is for equilibrium condition. but our task is not yet completed. We should find out when is the system in stable equilibrium. So the system is in stable equilibrium at what condition you are supposed to find out. Now equilibrium is that position where du by dx is equal to 0. So that is minus 12a x power minus 13, or this become plus, and this is equal to 6b x power minus 7. And x power minus 7, x power minus 7 gets cancelled. What is left over here? Leftover term will be this 6 to 12. So it is 2a into x power 6 minus 6 is equal to b. This gives you x power 2a divided by b is equal to 1 by x power minus 6. This is equal to x power 6. Now I can simply use the condition. I can write this as x is equal to 2a by b whole power 1 by 6. This is equilibrium. At this position, body is in equilibrium. But what you are supposed to find? You are supposed to find out when is the system in stable equilibrium. Now at this position, x is equal to 2a by b whole power 1 by 6. Body is in equilibrium condition that we have verified. Now we need to verify whether it is stable equilibrium or not. So in order to verify whether it is stable equilibrium or not, what you will do? Just you will differentiate this term once again. D square u divided by dx square is equal to d by dx of du by dx. And we have already got du by dx as this function. This is du by dx. This is du by dx. I'll just use that here. D square u by dx square is equal to d by dx of du by dx is minus 12a x power minus 13 plus 6b x power minus 7. That is d by dx of du by dx. So differentiating this, you will be writing it as minus 12a into minus 13 x power minus 14 minus 7 into 6b into x power minus 8. That is du by dx. You can now take x is equal to 2a by b and you can substitute that in this expression, so that you should find out whether it is positive or whether it is negative. Yeah, we have got d square u by dx square is equal to minus of minus will become plus. It is 12 into 13 into a x power minus 14 minus 7 into 6b into x power minus 8. But what is x? We have got it as x is equal to 2a by b whole power 1 by 6. Now just substitute that here. This is 12 into 13 into a. X, instead of x, you just substitute it as 2a by b whole power minus 14 divided by 6 minus 7 into 6b. X is 2a by b into 8 by 6. Now this gives you 12 into 13a, and this is 2a by b whole power. You can cancel this as 2 3 6 2 7 14. That is minus 7 by 3 minus 7 into 6b. It is 2a by b, and this gives you 2 3 6 2 4 8. That is minus 4 by 3. Okay, so 2a by b, I can take it out. 2a by b whole power minus 4 by 3, I can take it out. This gives you 12 into 13a into what is left over here. Minus 4 has come out, remained will be only 3. That is 2a by b whole power 3 minus 7 into 6b. Right? So obviously in this become positive value, right? You can clearly check it. It is a positive value. This is not negative. So at this position, when x is equal to 2a by b, you are getting d square u by dx square, which is a positive value. So positive value as you are getting, therefore you can tell that this is the position where the body is in stable equilibrium. So just I can now consider C, option C, where x is equal to 2a by b whole power 1 by 6 is the condition for stable equilibrium. Yeah, students, we have one more model based on the same concept. The potential energy function is variable with respect to x, that is given to you in the problem. Potential energy is a function where u is equal to ax square minus bx. As this is variable with position, if x is equal to 0, potential energy is 0. If x is equal to 1, potential energy is a minus b. If x is equal to 2, potential energy is 4a minus 2b. Like that, it is varying with respect to x. Now, based on this function, you are supposed to find out the position of equilibrium, right? So, body or system is in equilibrium when du by dx is equal to 0. So whenever du by dx is equal to 0, that is the position of equilibrium. Now what you'll do, you'll take this function and you'll just differentiate it. D by dx of u is given as ax square minus bx, and this should be equal to 0. Now differentiating this, it is d by dx of ax square minus d by dx of bx should be equal to 0. Now what is dy dx of ax square? A into 2 times x power 2 minus 1 minus b into x power 1 minus 1, 1 into x power 1 minus 1, and that should be equal to 0. We are using formula of differentiation where d by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1. Now from this you can write 2a into x power 1 minus b into x power 0 is 1 equal to 0. This gives you 2ax is equal to b. X is equal to b divided by 2a. So when x is equal to b by 2a, system is in equilibrium. Right? So when x is equal to b by 2a, when the position is x is equal to b by 2a, at that position, you can just take it as plus or minus b by 2a also, no problem. At these positions, the system will be in equilibrium. Now, when you are taking it as plus b by 2a or minus b by 2a, you need to check whether the d square u by dx square is positive or negative or equal to 0. So what I do now, I'll just check the condition for conditions for stable, unstable or neutral equilibrium. So we already have got du by dx. We got du by dx is equal to, when you differentiate this, what you are getting? It is 2a x minus b into x power 0. So I can write it as 2ax minus b, which is this equation which we have got. This is du by dx. That du by dx is equal to 0. When I have equated it to 0, I have got the position of equilibrium. Now, in order to check the conditions for stable, unstable or neutral equilibrium, what you need to do? You need to check d square u by dx square. If d square u by dx square is equal to 0, then that is neutral equilibrium. If d square u by dx square is greater than 0, then it is stable equilibrium. Similarly, if d square u by dx square is less than 0. This is unstable equilibrium. Now, in order to check this, what you'll do? Simply, you will differentiate this once again. You will be getting the final expression whether it is a stable or unstable equilibrium. What I do now? D by dx of u d by dx of du by dx is equal to d by dx of, what is du by dx? We have got this as 2ax minus b. 2ax minus b. Now differentiate this. It is 2a into d by dx of x minus d by dx of b. This is 2a into d by dx of x is 1 minus d by dx of b is constant, that will be equal to 0. This is equal to 2a. So d square u by dx square, we have got it as 2a, which is positive, and that is greater than 0. Therefore, system is in stable equilibrium at position x is equal to b by 2a, right? So when position x is equal to b by 2a, the system is in stable equilibrium. That is verified. Yeah, students, let us now prove law of conservation of mechanical energy is valid for a body which is falling down freely. Now let us consider an object which is at position C. This is at height h. It is at capital H. Therefore, its potential energy is mg h and kinetic energy is equal to 0. Because it is at the highest position, kinetic energy at the highest position is 0 because body is in the rest. And at the highest position, potential energy is mgh. Now when the body is left freely, it just fall down, and this is other position which you are considering. And at this position, which is at a height h, you have both kinetic energy and as well as potential energy. What is potential energy? Because it is at a height small h, potential energy is mgh, and as when it is coming down, it gains velocity. Therefore, finally at this position it have some velocity. That velocity I am considering it as v. Therefore, its kinetic energy is half mv square. And when it is completely reaching the ground, that is at position A, the body is exactly on the surface of the earth. Therefore, potential energy is equal to 0. It possesses only kinetic energy. When it is touching the ground, it has velocity v. Therefore, it has total kinetic energy half mv square. Potential energy is 0. I want to now show that total mechanical energy is the same at position A, position B, and position C. Now, what you want to prove? To prove total mechanical energy is constant at positions A, B, and C. So at these different positions, you want to prove that total mechanical energy is constant, right? So I'll now do that. Let us take at position A. At position A, total mechanical energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. So therefore, total mechanical energy is denoted with E. I am denoting it with E. Total mechanical energy, I am considering it as E, which is equal to, what is kinetic energy at position A? It is half mv square, and potential energy is equal to 0. But what is V? You can find out V, capital V, as we know V square minus U square is equal to 2 into A into height h. So I'm just using equation of motion v square minus u square is equal to 2gh for ball freely falling. So when the ball is falling down freely, what is initial velocity? Initial velocity is equal to 0. This is 0. What is left over here? That is v square is equal to 2g capital H. Take this and substitute in the equation. E will be equal to half into m into 2g capital H. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. What is total energy? E is equal to mg capital H. This is total energy at position A. Okay. So we have got total energy at position A as mgh. Now let us take position B. At position B, body possesses both kinetic energy and potential energy. And at position E, kinetic energy, I am considering it as half m small v square. And potential energy, because it is at height small h, I can write it as mg into small h. Okay. Using the same equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2gh, here also, I'll be writing when the body is coming from C to B, VB square minus UC square is equal to 2 into G into how much height it is traveling. This is capital H minus small h when the body is coming from C to B. That is capital H minus small h. Now what is velocity at B whole square? This is however 0. This total term becomes 0 because initial velocity is 0. That is 2g into capital H minus small h. Take this and substitute in this expression. Capital E will be equal to half m into v square is 2g into capital H minus small h plus mgh. This 2 and 2 gets cancelled. That is mg capital H minus mg small h plus mg small h. These both gets cancelled. Therefore, energy at B is also equal to mg capital H. That is at position B. So at position A, we have got mg capital H, and at position B also we have got mg capital H. Now let us take position C. At position C, we have total energy which is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Kinetic energy is however 0. Therefore, total energy at C is equal to potential energy, which is mg capital H. Right. So from this clearly we have got energy at A is equal to energy at B is equal to energy at C. That is mechanical energy is constant. Mechanical energy, total mechanical energy of the body is constant at any position. So hence proved. Hence proved. So law of conservation of energy is verified for a body falling down freely.